Good morning. It's now less than 200 days until Britain leaves the European Union, and the prospect of no deal still looms large. This morning, a former junior Brexit minister warned of a catastrophic split in the Conservative Party if Theresa May pushes ahead with her Chequers plan for Britain's future relationship with the EU.
Steve Baker, who resigned as Brexit minister back in July over the Chequers proposal, also claims that 80 Tory MPs are willing to vote against it. He's been speaking to our deputy political editor, Beth Rigby.
When we asked colleagues before we broke up for the summer whether they were willing to protest Chequers in relation to some amendments, there were almost 80 colleagues, something I've put on the record, who are willing to vote in the House of Commons to protest against Chequers. And that's why I've said on the record that there are those numbers, because people shouldn't be under any illusions that the Conservative Party does face a catastrophic split if this plan is pushed through, and particularly if it's pushed through with Labour votes. About the only thing the Conservative Party has come together on around Chequers is that it is unacceptable, unviable and won't go through.
And just in terms of Chequers, you want her to chuck Chequers. If she doesn't, and the signs are that she won't, are you willing to chuck Theresa May as your Prime Minister?
So we all want to come together and change the policy and support Theresa May as Prime Minister, driving forward to an advanced free trade agreement. And it's essential that that is done, because the alternative really is a tremendous amount of political crisis and rupture, and we're trying to avoid that.
Ms Baker, if she won't back down, should Boris Johnson potentially become the leader of the Conservative Party in your view?
So I'm not here today to either threaten the Prime Minister or make any suggestion about who should replace her. What we want to do is change the policy, not the person. It's not for us to dictate the policy. It's not for us to start pushing for any leadership change. In the national interest, the Prime Minister needs to drive towards the solution which the EU offered us of an advanced free trade agreement, security cooperation, participation in research and education, culture and innovation, flights and so on. That's the offer they made. We need to take it up.